Hello everyone, my name is Sarah and I run a specialty healing shop called Black Tree Blue Raven, and this video is about ancestor altars. Somebody asked me to make a video about this, and so here it is. Because I did a group ritual for my clients on Patreon with ancestors, and it was actually really powerful because luckily all those people that I did the ritual for have very powerful ancestors. So first thing you want to do when you set up your altar is to set the intention that you're only calling to the ancestors who will be supportive of you and your practices. You don't want anybody there who's going to be working against you in some way, so make sure you set that intention clear, because that does happen. Not all ancestors agree with your practices. So yeah, and keep your altar very simple as possible, so you can like put things on top of it. It can be anywhere in the house. The directions don't really matter as far as I'm concerned. Maybe it does to some people, which is fine, but I don't see an issue with just putting it wherever. And I like to add little items to my altar. First thing I have is like pictures of relatives who have passed. Make sure you don't have any pictures of somebody that is alive on your ancestor altar, but it can be dead relatives. And I like to give them items. I like to put items on there that they gave me, or items that remind me of them, or items that I gave them that I actually got back after they passed away. I do have something like that on my altar. It's just something that just connects me to them energetically. Also, any like perfumes or cologne that reminds you of them. And I always put candles, so I like to burn candles on my ancestor altar. I like to put like little bones on my ancestor altar, like little figurines. Like I got this little jar with like flowers in it and some bones in it from a craft fair. I love that, and I put it on my ancestor altar. I like to also put like dead things on it. I mean, bones are pretty much dead things, but I have like a bug in a jar, strangely enough, from Alabama that my sister gave me, that we don't have up here in Maine. So I brought that up and I put that on my ancestor altar. Any nature items, like I have a piece of driftwood, I have shells, I have pine cones, and you can put like dirt and sand and flowers and anything of that nature on your ancestral altar. I think it like it helps connect them back to earth, because you know where they've passed, they're not here anymore. I really feel like it helps bring them back down to assist you. But yeah, that's basically it. Like that's what it is. And I like to burn incense on the altar, and I'll burn candles on the altar, and I'll talk to them, and I'll thank them for protection and for assisting me every day, me and my family. Some people say that you shouldn't have like relatives that you know on your ancestor altar. I've heard that before, but I think that's complete bullshit. Like your ancestors are your family that have passed, as far as I'm concerned, whether or not you knew them. It doesn't really matter. I actually think that it helps having those people on your altar and that know you. It kind of like helps bring in the energy and helps you tap into it easier. So it's not just generations of generations behind you, it is them too, but it's also the people that you knew, like your grandmother or your great grandmother, and that really does help push the direction, if that makes sense, of your magic. If you're tapping into that, and it's still your ancestral energy, whether you knew them or not. But yeah, like I said in the beginning, make sure that you are setting the intention for ancestors who will help you. Do not summon or let your great uncle Bobby, who used to preach Christianity at you, anywhere near your altar. Like, just make sure he's not there working against you and your magic. That's it's really important. So I guess that's all I have to say. Join my Patreon. I do monthly healings and monthly money spells for my patrons, and also post content And I usually post my YouTube videos there first, so that's good to have. And yeah, any questions at all, leave in the comments, and anything that I may have left out, add those too. Thank you very much. Bye.